हमने मेटल्स और नॉन मेटल्स का फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज का क्लासिफिकेशन देखे थे और मेटल्स और नॉन मेटल्स में पीरियोडिक टेबल में इनका पोजीशन कैसे कहाँ पर है वो हमने ऑलरेडी पढ़ लिया है। यहाँ पे हम कंटिन्यू करते हुए जनरल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स, हम लोग इसमें पहले हम लोग मेटल्स के बारे में देखेंगे। व्हाट आर द जनरल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल्स? फर्स्ट इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ मेटल्स। The atoms of metals have 1 to 3 electrons in their outermost shell. अगर मैं एटम का स्ट्रक्चर बनाऊं तो वो हो जाएगा ऐसा। ये हो गया आपका न्यूक्लियस। न्यूक्लियस contains the protons and neutrons. Around this, electrons are revolving in a particular orbit, or it is known as your state. 1 to 3 electrons are present in the outermost shell of metals. All the alkali metals have 1 electron in their outermost shell. Here you can see lithium, outermost electron is 1. Sodium, outermost electron is 1. Magnesium, outermost electron 2. Aluminium, outermost electron 3. So, like this, metals contain 1 to 3 electrons in their outermost shell. These 1 to 3 electrons are they can easily lose these valence electrons. Hence, they are known as electropositive elements. Like sodium. Sodium has 1 electron in its outermost shell. So after losing it, it is becoming Na+. So it is electropositive. Similarly, magnesium is losing 2 electron and becoming Mg2 plus ion. So it is electropositive. Similarly, aluminium is also an electropositive element because they can lose their electrons easily. But exceptions are hydrogen and helium. They are non-metals but still have 1 to 2 electrons in their outermost shell. So all the exceptions you have to remember carefully. Next property is metals are hard. Most of the metals are hard, but all metals are not equally hard. Like iron, copper, aluminium, etc. All these are quite hard, but potassium and sodium, these are common exceptions which are soft. They can be easily cut with a knife. And all alkali metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, all are soft metals. But so here we are using most of the metals, not all. All means पर्टिकुलर हो जाएगा कि सारे के सारे मेटल्स हार्ड हैं, बट यहाँ पे जब भी ऐसा टर्म्स यूज होगा मोस्ट, इट मीन्स इट हैज सम एक्सेप्शंस. नेक्स्ट इज फिजिकल स्टेट. ऑल मेटल्स एग्जिस्ट एज सॉलिड्स एट रूम टेम्परेचर. Only exception is the mercury, which exists in liquid state. Now here you can see the pictures. Here you can see aluminium foil used for wrapping food items, and it is looking like a sheet. And here in this picture you can see there are thin wire-like substances are there. So this property of metal, when we can make sheets out of metals, are known as, this property is known as malleability. And when we can draw wires from the metals, this property is known as ductility. So next property, physical property, is metals are malleable. Malleability means that the metals can be beaten with a hammer into very thin sheets without breaking. So this is the malleability condition. Gold and silver are the best malleable metals. Ductile metals are ductile. That means it can be drawn or stretched into thin wires. Gold and silver are the best ductile metals. Copper and aluminium are also very ductile. Therefore, it is used in the electrical wire. Next property is metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Here you can see whenever conductivity, we are saying conductivity, it means there is the presence of free electrons, because free electrons help to propagate electricity. You can see in this picture that this is the nucleus part, and here in particular orbit electrons are revolving. Electrons are negatively charged, so they are revolving. And here you can see atoms are itself not propagating. Rather, the electrons are moving from one to another, from one to next one, from next to the next one. This is how electricity is propagating through the free electrons. Among all metals, silver is the best conductor of electricity. You can remember here, silver is the best conductor, but it is quite expensive. Silver is quite expensive. That is why copper and aluminium are used in making electric wires, as they are also the next best conductors of electricity. Next property is metals have high densities. Most of the metals are heavy and have high densities. We can consider the density formula is mass by volume. So, mass is large but volume small leads to high density. Density of mercury is very high, that is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. Formula for calculating density is mass by volume. Conditions for high density is large atomic mass and atomic size should be small. Suppose this is area and this is another one. So here you can see the volume is very less. It means it is occupying very less area. So volume is less. It means atomic size is less, but the atomic mass may be high. So density of metals are high. Exceptions are sodium, potassium, aluminium, etc. And therefore it is used in making aeroplane, as they are light weighted substances. Next property is metals have high melting and boiling points. Most of the metals have high melting and boiling points. As always, exception is your sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium is the exception. Tungsten has high melting point, that is 3230 degrees Celsius. That is why it is used in our bulbs. Metals are sonorous. Here you can see in this picture, we are using this kind of metallic plate-like thing in our school that produce sound. Most of the metals are sonorous. That is, they make sound when heated with an object. So here this is the conclusion in summary of the physical properties of metals, that they have shiny appearance, high density, good conductors of electricity and heat, strong and tough, solid at room temperature, high melting and high boiling point, ductile and malleable, except our mercury, which is in the liquid state, and the presence of mobile ions help in the conduction of the electricity. Next is the physical properties of non-metals. All these are quite opposite to that of metals. The electronic configuration, this is usually 4 to 8 electrons in outermost cell.